Here you've got a quadratic equation, and here you've got y equals kx. So this k allows you to change the steepness of the line. Find k in such a way that the straight line would touch the quadratic only once. Because what's going on is this: y equals x will look like this. If you have 2x, it would be steeper. If you have 3x, it would be steeper. If it's less than 1, it would be shallow. So find a value of k. Hang on. Because what's going on is that if k is too steep, if k is too big, then you're going to have two solutions. If k is too small, you're not going to have a solution because there's a gap in between. There is a special k where there is only one solution. So find that k where it will touch the quadratic only once. So to do this, in your mind, picture this in your mind. Let's just assume that there will be two solutions. So set this to be the same as this. So this is just a trick to doing this. So set the two to be the same as each other. Minus 2x plus 10 equals this thing here. And then now, whenever you want to solve a quadratic, get it in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So take away kx on both sides. So that will be this. Take away 2x. Remember, take away kx from both sides. Carry the 10 down. Equals 0. And then now we want to identify a, b, and c. So let's merge these two together because you got negative 2x and negative kx. So merging the two together would look like this: minus bracket 2 plus kx, and then you've got your block of 10 equals 0. Let me just explain what's going on here. You can rewrite these two blocks as this, because look, you've got your minus, and then let's merge this x and this together. So 2 times x will be 2x, and then plus, and then you've got your k times x will be kx, and then it will be minus 2x, which is this thing here, and then minus kx, which is this thing here. The point is that when you want to get x on its own, you can actually rewrite these two blocks as this. Okay, so think about it. If you don't understand it, try and pause the video and think about it. But the point is that you can get from here to here. So remember, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Our a here is 1. Our b here is negative 2 plus k. Kind of weird, but the b here is actually negative 2 plus k. That b there is actually this thing here. And then our c here is 10. Remember, we want one solution because you've got your quadratic. Here, if k is too steep, there will be two solutions. No solution. And there is a special k where there is only one solution. So really, we want this quadratic to have one solution. So going back to the quadratic equation, remember the quadratic equation: x equals minus b plus minus b squared minus 4ac equals 2a. If we only want one solution, and I'm expecting you to know that, we need to demand that this thing here equals 0, then there will be one solution. I'm expecting you to know this part. So our next step is to demand. We need to demand that this thing here, we need to demand b squared minus 4ac to be 0. And then that would mean that there would be one solution. And I'm expecting you to know this by now. Okay, so we need to demand this. So when you square our b, remember there's a minus here, so when you square it, the minus disappears. So b squared is actually 2 plus k all squared. That is b squared. Minus 4a is 1. And then c is 10 equals 0. So now clean this up. Minus 40, and then you've got your 2 plus k all squared equals 0. So it's just a matter of finding out k now. So now add 40 to both sides. So that would be equals 40. And then square root both sides. So that would be 40 square root equals 2 plus k. Remember, when you square root something, you would get two versions, the positive version and the negative version. Now take away 2 from both sides. So k equals this thing here. So k equals this number here. So you've got to jump to your calculator and punch it in. It turns out, I did it earlier, it turns out that minus 2 plus root 40 is this thing here, 4.32, and it goes on forever. So you've got your quadratic. When k is this amount, so when you have y equals 4.32 blah 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 x, then you have one solution. But then if you look at this, there's a negative version as well. So if you jump to your calculator and punch in negative 2 minus root 40, it turns out to be another solution. X2 equals negative 8 point roughly 32. So it turns out that there's another straight line where it would touch a quadratic only once, and it's going downhill. So if you punch in y equals negative 8.32x, you have another graph looking something like this. And it turns out that there's only one point of intersection. So there are two solutions to this problem. You probably didn't realize that there's another one on the other side of this quadratic. Okay, so the answer is actually this thing here. Okay.